So what's up mga kapamilya? I am Mark John Lester. So welcome back to my vlog. So as a social studies major, I wanted to promote about the information of Germany. Gusto kong malaman nyo ang mga iba't ibang history about Germany. So let's start with their geographical setting. So Germany is considered to be one of the largest countries in the European continent. So the tall, sheer mountains of the south, the sandy, rolling plains of the north, the forested hills of the urbanized west, and the plains of agricultural east makes Germany one of the best countries to visit. At the spiritual heart of the country is the magnificent east central city of Berlin. So Berlin is considered to be one of the remarkable city in the ancient history. Alam mo ba? Alam mo ba? So dumako naman tayo sa kanyang pangalan. Germany. So Germany is an English word derived from the Latin word Germania. So Germania is meaning Roman Empire. So let us remember that Germany is from the word Germania meaning Roman Empire. It is adopted during Julius Caesar era. Tumako naman tayo sa kanilang current president. So the current president is named Frank-Walter Steinmeier. In February, he was elected as the first president who undergone only on the first voting. So he made a history in German history. Tama ba yun? So let me give you a statistical data about the population and annual income in Germany as of 2022 to 2023. So the total population of Germany is 84,520,150 as of April 2023. There are 41.50 million males and 42.40 million females. According to Statista in 2022, the average gross annual salary in Germany was 47,700 euros a year or 3.97 euros a month. The main religion in Germany is Christianity, with 2/3 of the population is identified as Christians. The German flora belongs to two plant geographic provinces of the Euro-Siberian region, in the extreme northwest to the Atlantic province, and in the rest of Germany to the Central European provinces. So here are the two examples of the flora in Germany. So number one is the cornflower or bachelor's button. It is considered to be the Germany's national flower. And then number two is oak. In Germany, the oak makes up 9% of the tree population, making it the second most widespread species in Germany. The fauna in Germany. So there are two examples of fauna or animal that can be found in Germany. So the first one is wolves. Wolf range is minimal in Germany and generally confined to the east. The second one is the chamois. The chamois or Alpen chamois is a species goat antelope native to mountains in Europe from west to east. The natural disaster. In Germany, the cost devastating floods in July 2021 was estimated to be $40 billion, making it the most expensive natural disaster in Germany to date in their entire history. Rainfall reached a level not seen in the country in a century. The deluge triggered flash floods that swept away countless buildings, making it the most devastating natural disaster, which kills hundreds lives. So here are the two of the great natural wonders in Germany. So first in the list is Mount Zugspitze. It is 2,962 meters above sea level, and although it's a minnow compared to some mountains in the European Alps, it is the ninth highest mountain in Europe and the highest mountain in Germany. The second one is the Lake Constance. Lake Constance was formed during the Ice Age by downward erosion from sediments from the Rhine River. The views across the lake from the German shore with the Swiss Alps in the background are truly stunning. So let's talk about the two of the man-made natural disaster that is famously visited in Germany. So the first on the list is the Aachen Cathedral. Aachen Cathedral is one of the most famous architectural and historical landmarks in Germany. Known as the Imperial Cathedral, and it was part of the Holy Roman Emperor of the late Charlemagne's Aachen Palace complex. Charlemagne loved the cathedral so much, he declared it would be his final resting place. Since then, Aachen Cathedral has served as the coronation site for dozens of German kings and queens in their history. The second one is the Bastei Bridge. It is a massive sandstone bridge hewn into pillars of rock. This amazing feat of engineering dates back to the mid-1800s and is sometimes described as the Germany's oldest skywalk. Unlike other bridges, this bridge was originally constructed to simply delight tourists and seems to continue to that even up to this day. So here are the two festivals celebrated, or the most celebrated festival in Germany. So number one on the list is Oktoberfest in Munich. Germany's most iconic Volksfest or Oktoberfest attracts millions of people to the city to enjoy Bavarian beer and food, live bands, and parades. This 3-week-long festivity kicks off with vibrant parade of floats and people in traditional costumes. Second on the list is the Reeperbahn Festival in Hamburg, Germany. Hamburg Reeperbahn Festival gives music fans a chance to enjoy a variety of genres and upcoming artists from across the world. Over the course of 4 days in September, there are 350 music concerts, arts and exhibitions, conference and film screenings held in around St. Pauli district to celebrate the Reeperbahn Festival. So the man-made disaster in Germany happens from the 14th of July 2021. After a week of intense rainfall, which flood begins across Central Europe, in particular in Western Germany. As of writing, over 180 people have died in the floods and many more are still missing. And it was considered to be the great flood to date in the history of Germany.
The motivation behind the strongly humanoid design is the embodied cognition hypothesis that human-like manipulation plays a vital role in the development of human cognition. A baby learns many cognitive skills by interacting with its environment and other humans using its limbs and senses, and consequently its internal model of the world is largely determined by the form of the human body. These robots were built by the Istituto Italiano di Tecnologia, or IIT in Genoa, and are used by a small but lively community of scientists that use the ICAB to study embodied cognition in artificial systems. There are about 30 ICABs in various laboratories, mainly in the European Union, but also one in the United States. The first researcher in North America to be granted an ICAB was Stephen E. Levinson for studies of computational models of the brain and mind and language acquisition. The robots are constructed by IIT and cost about €250,000, each depending upon the version. Most of the financial support comes from the European Commission's Unit E5, or the Istituto Italiano di Tecnologia, or IIT, via the recently created ICAB Facility Department. The development and construction of ICAB at IIT is part of an independent documentary film called Plug and Pray, which was released in 2010. The robot was designed to test this hypothesis by allowing cognitive learning scenarios to be acted out by an accurate reproduction of the perceptual system and articulation of a small child so that it could interact with the world in the same way that such a child does. The ICAB has been demonstrated with capabilities to successfully perform the following tasks, among others. First, crawling, using visual guidance with optic marker on the floor. Second, solving complex 3D mazes. Third, archery, shooting arrows with a bow and learning to hit the center of the target. Fourth, facial expressions, allowing the ICAP to express emotions. Fifth, force control, exploiting proximal force or torque sensors. 6. Grasping small objects such as balls, plastic bottles, and etc. And 7th, collision avoidance within non-static environments as well as self-collision avoidance.